Muay Thai is just like chess. It's all about timing and strategy. And today I'm going to show you how counter striking works, how to learn it by yourself, how I learned it, and how you can do it when you're sparring. Well, to make a chess example for you guys, it's like imagine your king getting checked by the opponent's queen, right? And instead of panicking and moving your king to a safe space, you attack back by protecting your king and covering it with a bishop. That's counter striking in simpler words for you guys to understand if you don't know what it is yet. And that's everything that I'm going to be talking about today. So if you want to learn how to counter strike, if you want to understand what it is so that you can get better at it and do it for yourself when you're sparring, this is the video for you. Watch the entire video because I'll give a great breakdown. I'm going to show you through my sparring session. So let's get started. So here's what I'm going to be doing, guys. I'm going to play the sparring video session, and then when a counter strike occurs or a really good example comes up, I'll show you guys. I'll literally pause the video and talk about it and explain everything, make a breakdown of it. This right here is one example. So he threw a roundhouse, but I created some space, and then I countered by kicking him back. So that's one example. This clip here is an example of a block and counter. So in counter striking, there's many ways that you can counter. You can counter by blocking and then striking back. You can counter by evading first and then striking back. You can counter by parrying and then, attacking back. And when you strike, you can really strike any strike you want. And what I should have done here is I should have blocked. I threw that jab, but I should have continued with a roundhouse or with a 1-2 and then roundhouse, because he was already upping his guard. And when you up your guard and you have your one leg up like this, you don't have any power when you throw any punches, because having your leg up, it removes your power. So I should have kept attacking, but that's something that I learned just from watching myself in slow motion, and that's something that you can also take from me here. So yeah. This is another example, the same example with my first one where I evaded and then countered with a switch kick. But this time I'm going to talk about pattern recognition and why it's important and why you should understand what this is. So here I threw a switch kick. Immediately after that, I knew that he was going to throw a roundhouse back to me because that's his favorite kick. And that's also the kick that he has access to right here in this range. And I saw it coming. I anticipated it by evading and then throwing a switch kick to the leg that he threw the roundhouse with, right? So that is counter striking. And recognizing pattern is important because if you know what your opponent is about to do, you're one step ahead of them already. And I know what his favorite kick is. I know what he's comfortable with at that range. He could have thrown a head kick to me at that range, but he didn't. And if he did, I still would have found a way to counter it because I knew that like he had two options here. He was gonna throw that roundhouse with that kind of footwork or a head kick. So he threw a roundhouse and immediately I countered him with a switch kick, right? So that's pattern recognition. You can learn it by studying your sparring partner, what they throw the most. If they punch a lot, figure out which punch they throw the most. Is it a jab? If it's a jab, then what can you do to, counter strike that jab? What can you do to counter it and then strike back, right? So yeah, let's continue. This clip here is an example of a counter, but without a strike. So here he tried to throw a jumping teep to me, right? Or a jumping kick, whatever. But he missed because I evaded right in time. He catched my leg, but I knew he was going to throw a roundhouse again. So I blocked it with the same leg that he caught it with. This is a counter, but without a strike. And this is just an example for you guys to understand that you can also counter without striking back. You don't always have to counter strike if you don't have the opportunity to counter strike. All right. All right, so that is enough about counter striking. Now I'm going to show you guys how I was able to set up this question mark kick, and I'll make it simple, and I'll also make a video about how to make setups. So here he got me cornered, but he wanted to teep me again, but instead of staying in the same place, I evaded right away, did a sidestep, and I hit him with a body shot jab because I knew he wasn't going to expect this. And then I threw a kind of like a low kick because that's what I kept throwing, right? like throughout this whole sparring session, I was throwing roundhouse kicks. I was aiming for his thigh again. And just when he thought that I was gonna, this was my setup, okay? Just when he thought I was gonna do the same thing, I did the question mark kick, and that's what got him. And this is an example of, a setup. I used that roundhouse kick to set up my question mark kick. And I'm gonna make a video about making setups and how you can make a setup out of a head kick, what you can do to set up a left hook, whatever it is that I want to make a setup about. I'll make a video about it. But for now, this is just a simple short clip. And again, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe, give me a like and a comment, and see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.